Well, it's actually a quote from this beautiful book by B.K.S. Iyengar. And the yoga, his quote is, "The ocean is the self, the waves are the thoughts, the self is silent, the thoughts make noise." So once again, I'll read that. The ocean is the self, the waves are the thoughts, the self is silent, the thoughts make noise. And that brings us to my yoga word for today, which was vritti. Vritti is turning. So in the Yoga Sutras, they talk about the turnings of the mind. Your mind is always turning, isn't it? It's always going forward into the future. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if that happens? Always, and that brings us to, it can bring us to an anxious place. But in a positive way, when you visualize the future, that can be a wonderful thing. So that's all vritti is going to the future. And then you also have vrittis that turn you back to the past, and you start to ruminate about what that person said to you, or what that person did, or how the world is terrible, or whatever you're ruminating about, and you go into the past. And that can lead to depression. On the positive side, thinking about past memories can bring you a wonderful sense of joy. Like when I think of my friends that I've lost, I have a wonderful sense of remembering them. I'm just filled with, I remember their love. So it can be both positive and negative. The question is, what doesn't turn? What isn't turning? What doesn't move? What's always here? What's always stable? What's always silent? It's like the ocean, right? So that's what yoga is concerned with. Yoga is directing us towards the aspect of ourselves that's not turning, that's not moving, that's forever silent and filled with peace and allowance and joy. So that's the aspect of ourselves that we're coming in contact with more and more as we practice yoga. We quiet the mind, we quiet the turnings of the mind so that we can see more clearly the silent peace that we are, that doesn't change. And it hasn't changed for your whole life. If you look into your own direct experience, you'll see that there's an aspect of yourself that hasn't changed at all, no matter what's turned. And there's been many turns. Please switch the cross of your legs. I know some of you really enjoy the philosophy, and some of you can't wait till I'm done with it, and you just want to get on with the practice. But it's all the practice. So raise your hands to your heart center, and with a brick under you, those of you sitting on a brick, notice if you're balanced evenly on the two sitting bones. So the brick gives you more clarity. I think someone needs to be let in there, NJ. I see a little thing on the top of the screen. So balance both of your sitting bones evenly, and you can also see if you're more forward or you're more backwards. And then lift your breastbone up, bring your upper arm bones back, and move your shoulder blades down. And then look straight forward, stabilize your consciousness here in this present moment. And then close your eyes and remove any glasses. Settle down from your morning, from your day, from whatever's going on around you. Allow yourself the great gift of this time to practice yoga. This yoga has been practiced for thousands and thousands of years. For as long as we've been here, we've been suffering. And so different ways have been coming about to help us relieve ourselves from our suffering. And yoga is one of the paths that helps us to quiet our minds, to let go of the future, to let go of the past, to be presently here, and to find peace, which is what we're all looking for. So with your chest lifting well, relax your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your throat, soften your eyes. Make sure that your breath is soft and smooth, and please join me for 3 ohms. Raise your chest upwards, bow your head downwards. Release your hands to your thighs with your palms upwards. Raise your head and slowly open up your eyes. Okay, now switch the cross of your legs. Interlace your fingers in front of you this way and take your arms up for Parifrita. So make sure that your sitting bones are going down. Like I said, if you're sitting on a brick, it gives you a lot of feedback. So I'll just let this person in because they're not able to come in there. Denise. Hi, Denise. So go up, make sure that your arms are straight.
Okay.
You're high. Bring your outer upper arms in. Keep pulling up through your wrists. That's it. Release the thighs down. That's the way. Good. And then bring your arms out to the sides this way, and we'll take a turn. So take a turn to the right. Have a brick behind you. So you're turning the top of the right arm out and turn. Get the brick that's behind you, all the way behind your left buttocks. So you can really turn. See how I'm having my hand on that brick, how far back it is? That really gives me an ability to turn around. And I have the brick behind me at my second level. So turn your abdomen, turn your ribs. This is Parifrita, turning to the side. Come back to the center, turn the top of your left arm outwards, bring your left fingertips backwards, and then bring that brick, or just your hand, if you don't have a brick, right out behind your right buttocks as you turn all the way around. So first, in order to turn, you have to lift up through the sides of your trunk and then draw the abdomen back and turn it from the right side to the left side. Bend your elbows, lift your chin up and turn, and then release. Very good. Now switch the cross of your legs and interlace your fingers again, but move the fingers one finger forward or backwards, so it's the more awkward interlace. And then again, go up. Move the sitting bones down, move the thighs down, lift your waist upwards. Take your outer upper arms in, pull up through your wrists and move your inner upper arms back. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue. Can you be fully involved, but yet in a certain way passive at the same time? That's it. Now bring your arms out to the sides, inhale, and then take a twist to the right. Again, get that brick or your hand right behind your right buttocks. So you're really getting a nice turn. And turn all the way around towards whatever's behind you, whatever is there in your home. So lift your, bring your abdomen back, lift your side ribs and turn from the left to the right. Bend your elbows, lift your chin, and move your dorsal spine. Where is that? It's in between your shoulder blades. Move your dorsal spine in and release. Turn the top of your left arm out, inhale, and as you exhale, go to the other side. So such a simple but effective pose. Parifrita Swastikasana, the auspicious pose, turning to the side. So turn, draw the abdomen back, and then turn from the right to the left side. Bend your elbows, roll the shoulders back, lift your chin so that your dorsal spine comes in. Those back thick ribs, they don't want to move, don't they? So press your shoulder blades into your back thick ribs and then come back to the center. Very good. Now stretch out your legs. That's it. Press the fronts of your thighs into the backs of the thighs and then take downward facing dog pose. So have your hands as wide as your feet unless you need to modify it by taking your feet wider apart. Take your feet wider apart. If there's anyone here who cannot do downward dog for any reason, then maybe you can try one of these two poses. You can do half dog with your hands on a chair. Make sure that your feet are back behind your hips. So you can do that, or you can even have your hands on the wall at the level of your shoulders. For this one though, just have your feet right under the hips. Okay, so do one of those substitutes if downward dog is not happening for you for any reason. And then once you're there, make sure that your hands are turned out about 45 degrees. Turn your heels a little bit wider than the toes. Straighten your arms, lock the elbows in. Straighten the legs, lift the kneecaps up. Now keep your hands planted, the inner hands planted. Jackie, you could turn your hands out less. Turn your hands, that's it, yes. So not so extreme with the turnout of the hands. And then lift your hips higher. Lift the hips higher and higher and lengthen the sides of your trunk. Nice, Lori O. Good. Squeeze that left arm in more, Natalie C. That's it. Turn the tops of your arms out more, Karen, like I was showing the other night. Tops of the arms out away from the sides of the neck. Beautiful. Good. And then come down and rest in child's pose. Big toes touching, knees are apart. That's it. Move your hips all the way back. Hi, Maria. Move your hips all the way back. That's it. Keep your hands forward. Press your hands down, or you can hold on to the sides of the sticky mat, whichever one works better for you, to move your inner knees back to the inner groins. Move your outer knees back to the outer hips. Move your buttocks flesh back so that it feels like your hips are moving over your feet. Move your abdomen back. Make sure that your hands are as wide as the shoulders. And then once you have that, you can let go of the mat and walk your hands further forward. Keep walking further forward. So you're reaching your ribs forward, reaching your breastbone forward, reaching your collarbones forward. Nice, Robert. That's great. Deepen your breath. Bring your forehead down once you've gone forward. But don't, as you come forward, don't let your hips come up. Remember, this pose, you go 2 different directions at the same time. That's it. You're going forward and backwards. Very good. Once again, downward facing dog pose. Downward dog. Turn the hands out about 40 degrees, 45 degrees, and turn the feet in a little bit. Yes. And then lift your heels upwards so that your hips go higher. Visualize that you have the ropes. Some of you remember fondly the ropes at the studio, right? So lift your hips as if you're being held by ropes on your ceiling. Yes, lift your heels as high as you can. Come up onto the metatarsals. And then move the top of your chest back. So your collarbones, like a magnet, they're magnetized towards your shin bones. But as you do that, make sure to keep turning the tops of the arms out. Have a gripping of the elbows, a lifting of the kneecaps, inhale. And then as you move the fronts of your thighs into the backs of the thighs, reach the heels back and down. And even try to roll onto the back of your metatarsals so that you can lift up your toes. Lift up your toes, lift up your toes, look under your toes, look under the toes. That's it. Good. And now Uttanasana, take your feet, hands back or your feet forward, either one. Take your feet as wide as the sticky mat. So your feet are, and your hands are down on the floor or bricks. And the hands, so if you're new to this, watch, my hands are not outside my feet, they're in front of my feet, and they're in line with my shoulders. If this feels too much for anybody, put your hands onto the wall at the level of your waist and do this pose, Ardha Uttanasana. If you can't, if you have any back troubles today. Otherwise, be on your fingertips. So make sure that your hips are right over your ankles and the hands, you can start with the hands or the bricks right under the shoulders, but then take your hands and the bricks wider than your feet. Tomorrow, it looks like have your feet as wide as that sticky mat. It's always a good idea to do a wide Uttanasana at first. And then Barbara, it looks like your hands are forward. You're kind of doing a half downward dog and an Uttanasana. So look up, Barbara. Uttanasana, my hips are right over my ankles and my hands are outside this way. Okay? There you go, that's it, good. So that's called Uttanasana. Try to get into your consciousness the Sanskrit names, especially nowadays, because sometimes the teacher's just saying the Sanskrit name. There, I'm going blurred again, but it'll come back. Okay, and then bring your hands to the hips, reach the chest forward, and up you come. Up you come. Okay, now let's do stand in Tarasana. Have a belt handy. Those of you who need a belt, for Gomukhasana, just have a belt. And put it right across your left shoulder. I know I'm blurry again, but it will come back. This might be the last day for this camera. So you live and you learn. Okay, so have that belt there. Just stand with your feet hip distance apart. Sitting bones are right under that, or right over the ankles. Good, and we'll do stand in Tadasana. So the thighs come back, shift your body weight back into your heels. The outer hips have to firm in. There's a real firming of the hips. And As you lift up through the sides of the waist, extend your arms down, extend your thumbs down, extend your little fingers down, lift your shoulders, roll your shoulders back, and get the crown of the head right over the tailbone. That's it. Now, bring your arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. That's it. Okay, and then bring your right arm around and turn your left arm. So with my thumb, I'm pushing my bicep backwards, and I'm wrapping my tricep forwards. I'm maintaining that. My elbow stays in as I hold on to my elbow. I hold on to this top elbow. So I'm not letting the elbow go out to the side. The elbow stays in. Bring your body weight back into your heels. It should feel like your toes want to lift upwards. Move your thighs back, the inner thighs, the outer thighs. Move the top of the buttocks down. Lift your abdomen up. Now bring your right arm out to the side, turn, and then hook your hands or hook the belt. If you have any shoulder sensitivity, move the back hand further over and further down, closer to the back left waist. That's it. And then pull. You're pulling on the belt. Pull on the fingers. Pull. Roll the right shoulder back. Bring the left inner shoulder down. That left inner shoulder goes down. Point your left elbow upwards. Move your head back into your upper left forearm and move the right shoulder blade deeper into the back without letting the abdomen come forward. See if you can get more fingers. See if you can get more belt, and then release. Very good. Put your belt on the other arm, other shoulder. Stand in Tarasana. That's it. Once again, bring your arms forward and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Come back into your heels. Move the top of the buttocks down. Now bring your left arm around and manually turn. Teach your arm what you want it to do. You want your arm to externally rotate. External rotation of the arm. And then this elbow hugs in and you hold the elbow. You hold the elbow. There you go. And you're pulling the elbow upwards. So you might feel some lengthening here on the right tricep. Good. Now make sure that your body weight is back in your heels. Lift up through the waist. Now bring your left arm out to the side. Turn your palm backwards and then bring your arm around. Again, go further over and further down if there's shoulder sensitivity. Yes, and then shift back. Move your thighs back, move your buttocks down. Lift up through both sides of your trunk. Now roll your shoulder back, your left shoulder, and bring your left shoulder blade into your back ribs. Make sure that you're not just pushing the elbow back. That's easy to do, right? You can easily, some of us can push the elbow back really far. So don't let just the elbow go back. Move the shoulder back. The shoulder is what goes back. And then move your head back into your right forearm and reach up through the right elbow. And then see if you can get more fingers. Get more fingers. Keep moving that inner right shoulder down. Right here, this goes down. That inner right shoulder goes down. That's it. And then go ahead and release. Very good. Bring your feet together and stand in Tarasana for a moment. You can let go of your belt. Join your feet together. Come back into your heels. Reach down through your thumbs and your little fingers. And see if you can feel again that feeling of the shoulder blades moving into your back ribs. Because we'll use that later on in the class. The shoulder blades moving into the back ribs. They affect the back ribs. But as you do that, make sure not to drop your back ribs. The back ribs have to lift so that the sides of the waist come back. Very good. Okay, now some of you will do downward dog with your heels at the wall. That's the easiest one. Some of you can do half full arm balance. Some of you can do full arm balance, whatever your practice is, okay? So downward dog with your heels at the wall is the easiest. Otherwise, you can do half full arm balance, walking your feet up the wall, moving your chest back towards the wall. Otherwise, you can do full arm balance. If you want me to demonstrate any of those, please let me know, and I gladly will. Otherwise, get ready and go up into whichever pose you're choosing to do. The easiest one, level 1, folks, is downward dog with your heels at the wall. Yes. And remember, those of you who this class feels too challenging for, I also have a free class at 3:30, a level 1 class at 3:30 that you can do if this one feels too much for your particular body today. Okay, so go up. So once you're up, you have to make sure that your arms are straight. Straighten those arms, whatever pose you're in. And then if you're in downward dog with your heels at the wall, push your heels back into the wall. If you're going up into half full arm balance, walk your feet up and move your chest back, Karen. Move your chest back to the wall. That's the way, yes. And don't have your heels on the wall. Just have the balls of your feet on the wall. Resist your heels off the wall. Yes, that's it, Tamar. Very good. And then come down and rest in child's pose. We'll do that one more time. So rest in child's pose, big toes touching, knees apart. Exhale. You can already notice the difference. We've just been working about a half hour, and already there's this transformation that's coming, right? It starts to come. The practice is proven to work. Get ready for your second round. Those of you doing full arm balance, if you get up well with one leg, go up with your opposite leg. If you're walking up the wall, walk up first with your opposite leg, so you're not always going up with that same leg. Otherwise, downward dog, folks, just press your heels into the wall. That's it, Jackie. Very good. Give your husband a helping hand. That looks good, Bob. Very nice. That's it. Good. Get those shoulders away from the wall, Bob. Shoulders, look down. Shoulders away from the wall. Buttocks up. Buttocks up. That's it. Very good. That's it, Lori. Let your bottom leg follow. Make sure not to break that glass there. I hope it's like that hurricane kind of glass. That's the way. Yes. Good. Those of you in half arm balance, straighten your arms. That's it. Lift your hips higher. Move your chest back. Beautiful. And now everybody come down. Nice, Ludi. That looks great. Come down, and then everybody will put your buttocks against the wall. Put your buttocks against the wall. Have your feet about 1.5 feet away from the wall. I can show over here. It's probably more observable. So my feet are about 1.5 feet or 2 feet away from the wall. Have your heels wider than your toes, and then just come down, release down. Hips are on the wall. Hold your elbows. Baddha Hasta Uttanasana. If that feels too much, go to a countertop like this, and put your forearms on your head and rest this way. Rest this way with your forearms supported on some kind of ledge, a countertop, a desktop, whatever you have available to use to date. Good. Make sure that your legs are straight. You could turn your feet in less, Barbara, just a little tiny turn in of the feet, just tiny bit. Yeah, so the heels are a little bit wider than the toes. And then once you're done that, switch the cross of the arms. Switch the cross of the arms and pull downwards. Good. Okay, and then bring your hands to the hips. Reach the chest forward and come on up. Those of you who are still practicing your headstand, remember, or your handstand rather, remember, you don't have to wait for class to practice. What I do in the morning is I just do a downward dog and then I go right into handstand. It's such a great wake, it just wakes up your whole body and you can think more clearly. If you have work to do, especially on the computer, your mind is more clear, at least my mind is. So you don't have to wait for practice, for class to do these poses. Okay, so let's do some poses now, some standing poses. So have the short edge of your mat at the wall and we'll do triangle pose. Okay, so if you need a brick for your hand for triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana. Have your left foot at the wall. Your left foot will be at the wall. The whole outer edge of your left foot is at the wall. And then your right leg goes out. Bring your right foot all the way out under the right hand. Turn your right leg all the way out. Press that left foot into the wall. Use the wall for all that it's worth. Press into the sticky mat with the inner edge of the right foot and turn the inner right leg to the outer right leg. You should feel like your hips are compacted in. The outer hips are in. Now lift up through the sides of the chest, lift up your arms and reach out and bring your hand down to the legs. So Uttita Trikonasana. Push the outer edge of your left foot into the wall and draw your outer left leg back. And then as you press into the sticky mat with the inner edge of your right foot, draw your outer right knee back into the outer right hip. Ask yourself, is my buttocks further back than my head? Bring your right buttocks forward and bring your head back so that your crown of your head is in line with your tailbone. Okay, and then lift your chest away from your pelvis, lift your head, and then reach up with that left arm and come up out of the pose. Very good. Come and watch. So we'll do the second side and then watch over here. So when you're doing the pose, what I saw in a lot of your poses, I'll just show on this side here. So the left leg will be forward now. Your buttocks was here and your head was here. So the buttocks, this leg has to turn out to get my buttocks to come under me, and my head goes back. And then the hand, your hand is like this. Look at my hand. The thumb is on the inside, the other finger is, because I'm reaching down with that arm. I'm reaching down, I'm reaching up with this arm. Buttocks forward, head back. Let's try it again on the other side. Bring your right foot against the wall and step your left leg out. So your right foot will come against the wall and step your left leg out. Turn, lift up your left arm. Make sure that your left foot is all the way out under your left hand. That's it. Press the outer edge of your right foot. Press the inner edge of your left foot. Compact the hips. Lift your arms, reach out, and bring your left hand down to the leg. And the thumb comes to the inner shin. The other fingers come to the outer shin. Now push into the wall. Look at your left foot, Barbara. Is that the correct left foot? Yes, that's a real basic thing. I'm real counting on you to understand. Your leg has to be turned out. Your leg has to be turned. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Try to remember these little things so that your practice can improve. So push the outer edge of your right foot into the wall. Press the inner edge of your left foot down. That's better, Barbara. Much better. That's it. Now, is my left buttocks back? Bring it forward. Even if you have to bring your left hand higher up the leg. Move your head back and reach down with your left arm. Reach up with your right arm. Lift your chest away from your pelvis. Lift your head away from your chest. And you can look upwards as long as there's no neck sensitivity. But lift your chin first and then turn your head. Don't turn your head without lifting your chin first. Nice. Press the outer right foot. Reach up with the right hand and come up out of the pose. Those were all better. Good for you guys. Okay, now we'll do Parifrita Trikonasana. So some of you will need a chair. Some of you will need a brick. I'll show. So if you're newer to the pose, come close to the camera so you can see what it is that I'm going to be doing. I'll show first with just a brick, and then I can also show with a chair. And then some of you who are newer, you can even repeat that which we just did. You can repeat Trikonasana. If it feels too much for you, just repeat Uttita Trikonasana, okay? And I don't know if there's anyone on their period, but if you are on your period, then you would just repeat Uttita Trikonasana, okay? So push your left foot in. Watch what I do. I have my left foot against the wall. My right leg is out. But now I'm facing straight ahead. So it's a different orientation. And I push the left foot into the wall. I bring my left hip forward. I turn all the way around, and I reach around, and I have my hand on the brick. And I take this arm up. So it's the revolved version of the pose. And I'll give you a hint, it's harder, okay? So now, you can modify this by having the brick on the inside. You can have the hand on the inside. You can also modify it by having a chair or something higher and putting your hand on a chair. Okay, so I've given two options that you can work with. Get ready, bring your left foot to the wall. Bring your left foot to the wall and step your right leg forward. Step your right leg all the way forward. About 4 or 4.5 feet, depending on how long your legs are. Bring your hands to the hips and turn your hips towards your front leg. You're no longer turning to the side. Yeah, that's it. You're turning to the front. And then push your left heel into the wall. Push the left heel into the wall strongly. And bring your left hip forward. Press your inner right foot, the right big toe mound, and draw your right hip backwards. Now, lift your back ribs, and then lift up your left arm. Lift up that left arm. Start your turn from low down, inhale, and then reach out and over, and bring your left hand down on the little toe side of the foot, or on the inside of the foot, or use the chair. Use the chair, and the chair will be over your foot. Now, lift your chest. Lift your chest, get your right shoulder over the left shoulder. Nice, Barbara, that's it. Right shoulder over the left shoulder. Right shoulder over the left shoulder, Natalie, that's it. Turn, yes, and now lift up your right arm. Lift it upwards. Nice, David. Just fight for that. You can even bring your elbow down if you'd like to, David. Otherwise, just stay there. That's it. Just have your hand more towards the middle of the chair, David. Have your hand more. That's the way. Yes, and turn. And your fingers are, your left fingers are straight forwards. Good, you guys. Now press the feet down and then reach with the bottom arm and come up out of the pose. Okay, so a couple of things. Watch as I come up out of the pose. Okay, so here I am. Now we'll do the other side. So watch. So now you know what you need. So David, what I was asking you to do is just on the chair, have your hand here, like the fingers are all forward. So it's just right there. That's going to give you more stability rather than having a bend. If you can't get the elbow down, just have it here. Okay, that's for those of you on a chair. Otherwise, for those of you here, you come down, and when you're turning, they all look pretty good. So you have to have a long distance, but watch as I come up. I reach the bottom arm forward, I reach the top arm backwards, and I windmill my arms up, and I turn to this side. That's how you come up out of the pose. Get ready, second side. Right foot is against the wall, left leg is forward. And your outer hips really have to work. If your outer hips aren't firm, there's no way you can do this pose. So right leg is back, left leg is forward. Have a heel to heel alignment, unless you feel wobbly, in which case move your left foot more to the left. That's it. Press your right heel into the wall, press your inner left foot down, draw your hips in. The outer hips have to suck in. Lift your back ribs upwards, and then lift your right arm up. Keep pushing into the wall with that right outer heel. Now turn your abdomen, turn your ribs, reach out and over with your right hand and bring it down to the floor, to a brick, to a chair, whatever it is that you're using. And then straighten your legs again. Push back into the wall with the back foot, into the sticky mat with the front foot. Draw the hips in, lift your chest and get your left shoulder over your right shoulder. The left shoulder over the right shoulder. Your hips and your head should be in a straight line, like what I showed for Trikonasana. You got it, Natalie. Now lift up that left arm and reach your bottom arm down and your top arm up. Beautiful. Now get ready to windmill. Reach the bottom arm forward and back arm back. Windmill the arms up and turn. Yes, nice, Tamar. Very good. And release. Okay, let's take Uttanasana. So those of you who can, you're just standing in the center, right? And you're coming down like you did before with your hands wider. So we did this earlier, right? The hands are outside, but now you can hold the elbows if that feels good to you. Otherwise, your hands are on the wall at the level of your waist, or you can also put your forearms on a countertop or a table, whatever you can work with. Well done, you guys. Parifrita, Trikonasana. Straighten your legs. Be in Uttanasana to rest. Utanasana, that's it. Switch the cross of the arms. Let go your jaw, let go your tongue. Good, now bring your hands to the hips, reach the chest forward and come on up. Now you want me to go back to the talking, right? Okay, so bring your left foot to the wall. All of you know this, we'll do Parifrita, at least I hope you do. Bring your right foot out, okay, and we're gonna do this pose, Parifrita. So a lot of you will need a brick right outside the ankle, and then this arm comes here, okay? So get ready, have a brick right outside your right ankle, have your left foot at the wall, step your right leg wide. If you don't have a wall, you're just doing all of these in the center, okay? But I'm counting on you to, you probably will know that I will use a wall. So try to create a wall, some kind of wall space in your house. So press the left foot into the wall, turn the right leg all the way out. So this is where you want to make sure that leg is turned out, Barbara, all the way turned out, externally rotate. Draw the hips in, raise your arms upwards, inhale, and now bend your front knee to a square. Make sure that your right knee is right over the ankle, not past it. Are you still pushing into the wall with your outer left foot? And then reach all the way out, bring your ribs down and bring your hand down to the brick or to the floor and reach your left arm up. Keep reaching it up, 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 push the outer edge of your left foot into the wall, turn your upper arm, and then bring it towards the back of the ear. Bring it towards the back of the ear. That's the way. Don't let the arm bend. Lengthen your inner right thigh and move your right knee back. Draw your right buttocks forward, head and tailbone in a straight line. Nice, you guys. Lift up that left arm, press your right foot, and come up out of the pose. Very good. Okay, bring your arms and your legs back together. Let's do the other side. So bring your right foot against the wall. Step your left leg wide. Out to the side. Have the brick right outside your left foot. Push the outer edge of your right foot into a wall. Push the inner edge of your left foot down. Draw the outer hips in. Raise your arms up. Inhale. Now bend your left knee to a square. Get your knee over the ankle. but without losing the contact of this outer right foot, right? And then reach all the way out. Bring your left hand down and reach your right arm up. Reach that right arm up. Yes. Good. Now, lengthen your inner left thigh and move your outer left knee back into your arm. Have you lost the outer edge of your right foot in the wall? Push the baby toe side of your right foot into the wall. Turn your upper arm and bring it towards the back of your ear as you exhale. That's the way. And push into the wall. Reach through that right middle finger and revolve your abdomen up to the ceiling. Revolve your chest up to the ceiling. Keep driving your left knee back into the arm. These are well. These are coming well. Lift up your right arm. Press down and come up out of the pose. Good. Come back together. Stand in Tarasana. Bring your feet together. Bring your body weight back into your heels. Thighs are back. The top of the buttocks is down. That's it. Flare your nostrils. I'm just going to let someone in here. Flare the nostrils there so you get more oxygen into your nervous system. Okay, and then come and watch. Now we'll do Parifrita, Sarvangasana, and I'll be teaching it in stages. So for a lot of you, it's either a new pose or a challenging pose. It is a pretty challenging pose, even for those of us who've been practicing for 20, I've been practicing now for this kind of yoga for 20 years. Can you imagine that? I just thought about that and I was mortified. Okay, so now from my hands and my knees, of course, you can put a blanket under your knees, okay, because we won't be on the knees, so I'll leave that up to you. These are the little things I'm trusting you to take care of, because if I have to say each and every little thing, I'll forget. Trust me, I will forget. So I'm counting on you to love yourself enough to know what you need, okay? So this right leg comes forward. So I'm in a simple hands and knee pose. The ankle is under the knee, okay? And then to get this arm, like we did in Parifrita Uttanasana, I have to let this hip go out to the side, and I have to let the knee come inwards to get the arm over, So I want to get rid of this space. You see this space here? Well, you can't see it from that side. I'll show this side. See this space under this armpit? You want to get rid of that space to the extent that you can. That's stage one, okay? And then stage two is bringing your hands into a prayer position. The back knee is still down. You bring your hands to prayer and you lift your chest, okay? So that's all we're gonna do for now. Get ready, come onto your hands and your knees and step your right leg forward. Yes, we're doing twists today, right? Get the right leg forward, hands down. Your back foot is near to the wall and your back foot is pointed. Your back foot is pointed, so the front of your ankle is down. The back foot is pointed. So visual, here's pointed, here's a pointed foot, and here's a not pointed foot. Your back foot is pointed, and just the toes are at the wall. That's it. Now, once you have that, bring your hands to the hips. Bring your hands to the hips. Yes. Good. Make sure that your right knee is right over the ankle. Very good. Now lift your chest and then lift up. Let me see. It's your left arm, isn't it? Lift up your left arm and let your right hip go out to the right. Let your right hip go out to the right a little. That's it. Inhale and now hook your right arm over. Hook it over. And like I showed you, don't settle for what you get. Get your arm all the way into your outer armpit. Get that arm all the way into the outer armpit. That's it. So the left arm, get it all the way over. That's it. And then once you have that, notice where you are. Are you all the way down? Now bring your hands to prayer position. Namaskarasana. Press your hands into each other. Pull your breastbone upwards. Broaden your collarbones. Move your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Right shoulder over the left shoulder by turning your abdomen. Bring your hands to prayer pose. That's it. It has a different effect, Maria. Even if you can bring your hand down, bring your hands to prayer. That's it. And turn. Push your hands into each other. It's an isometric contraction. Throw the head back. And remember those back ribs? Get them in. Those back ribs. Release. And we'll do the other side. Those were coming well. Very nice. So on your hands and your knees, your right foot is pointed. And your left foot is up so that your left foot is right under the left knee. Good. And then bring your hands to the hips. You have to have a sense of compacting the hips in. Very good. Now lift up your right arm. That's it. And let your Let me see, let that left hip go out to the side a little bit. Inhale, as you let your left hip go out to the side, let your left knee come inwards and then hook. Hook that right elbow over. Yes, that's it. Hook that elbow over. Beautiful. And then don't settle. See if there's space. You can go further down, Maria. Go further down. Get rid of the space. Get your outer left knee all the way to the outside of your right armpit. Now, once you have that, bring your hands to prayer pose. And then notice how a lot of your backs are rounded. So press your hands into each other and pull your hands down towards your waist to lift the breastbone up. Turn your abdomen from the right side to the left side and get your left shoulder all the way over. That's the way. Get that left shoulder all the way over and throw the head back and get your back ribs to come in. Super good. And now release. Excellent. Okay, so come and watch. All of you, if you did that, you're ready. Some of you can stay with that. That's a lot of work, isn't it? So watch now what I do. I go a little bit deeper. Okay, so then I bring this hand up. I let this hip go out because when I bring the knee in, I can more easily get that turn to come. And then some of you can repeat this. That's fine. Others of you, bring your hand down towards the floor. That's it. And lift the back knee up and push that heel into the wall. Push the heel into the wall. And some of you can finish the pose by bringing the top arm here. So I'm driving that back heel into the wall. Okay? And then you release. Get ready? Okay? So have your left toes back. Left toes are back. The right leg is forward. Remember, just do stage one if it feels like it's going to be too much for you. I gave you a stage one. That's it. And then bring your hands to the hips. Draw your hips in. And then lift up your left arm. And let your right hip swing out to the side. And then exhale. Hook your left arm over. Hook the left arm over. Push down and keep turning. Get your outer left armpit all the way on the outside of your right knee. That's it. And then maybe you can bring your left hand down to the floor. Good. Otherwise, your hands are in prayer pose. Keep your hands in prayer pose. That's it. And then roll your back toes under and push your right heel into the wall. Push the right heel into the wall. Push it into the wall. You have to take a longer distance, Karen, because you won't be able to straighten the leg. That's it. Push the right heel. That's it. And with your top arm down, take your top arm up and then maybe turn it and bring it towards the back of your ear and turn like a corkscrew. That's it, Maria L. Very good. Turn your abdomen, but don't forget about the back leg. Straighten it. Make it poker straight. That back leg. Turn more, Jackie. Turn more. Look up under your right underarm. That's the way. Release. Rest in child's pose for a moment. Very good, you guys. Excellent. Big toes touching, knees apart. Just recover your breath because after deep twists like that, the breath, we become breathless, don't we? So let your breath recover in child's pose. Arms are straight. In child's pose, the arms are straight. They're just like downward dog. Yes. Okay, and then last time, second sides. Come up onto the knees. The right toes will be back. Make sure that you have a good measurement because if you do want to lift up the back knee, you can't be too close to the wall. You also can't be too far from the wall because otherwise your back heel won't come into contact with the wall. Okay, so my right foot is back, my left leg is forward. A good way to start is with your back foot pointed and the toes, your back toes, just touching the wall. So come up onto the hands and the knees, draw the hips in, lift up your right arm, lift it up, turn your abdomen, let your left hip go out to the side, inhale, and now hook. And then don't settle for what you get. Lift up a little bit and then hook again. Turn your abdomen, turn your ribs. Get your outer right armpit on the outside of that left knee. And then some of you bring your hands back to prayer pose. That's easier. Others of you bring your right hand down to the floor. Right hand down to the floor. And then everybody, if you can, roll your back toes under and lift your back, push your back heel into the wall. Push it. That's good, David. That's good. Keep those of you with your hands in prayer, lift your chest. Very good. And then those of you with your right hand down, lift your left arm up and then turn it and bring it around to the top back of your ear. That's it, Lori. Oh, beautiful. But keep driving that back heel into the wall. The top arm is straight. Remember the other side? Tamar, the top arm is straight. There you go. Yes, turn. Look up under your left underarm. Outer hips in. Push that wall backwards with the back heel. Release. Excellent, you guys. child's pose to recover the breath. Big toes touching, knees are apart. Good. Now, those of you that do practice headstand, get ready for headstand. Those of you not doing headstand, come practice this pose with me, okay? So we'll do Parifrita Tanasana. And I'll show a couple of different ways that you can do the pose. So those of you not doing headstand, come and watch. I have my heels lined up with the back edge of my mat. I roll my shoulders back and I come forward. And I bring my hands down and I lift my front body without letting my hips go backwards or forwards. My hips are stabilized right over the ankles. And then I'll give you the easier version is just to have a block, walk your hands forward and rest your head on that block. But keep your hips right over your ankles. Those of you who can, you lift your chest and then you walk your hands back and you bring your head down to the floor. Or you can also use a block under your head. So either one of those two poses, get ready, okay? So take your feet wide. Have your heels lined up with the back edge of your mat. Your heels are wider than your toes. Headstanders, just go up into your pose. That's it. Natalie, bring your elbows closer together. Natalie C, bring your elbows closer together. That's it. Those of you doing the wide-legged pose, heels are wider than toes. That's good, Karen. Bring your hands to the hips, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest, bring your fingertips down to the floor under your shoulders. Straighten your legs and lift your chest. Get rid of any roundedness in your upper back. Arms are straight. And then either walk your hands forward and rest your head on a brick, or walk your hands backwards and rest your head on the floor. Yeah, you can use those bricks, David, or you can use the chair. You can see what you want to do. That's it. So bottom leg. See how the bottom leg? Lift that. There you go. But first get the heel to the wall, the top heel to the wall and see, and then lift the bottom leg up. Good, Lori O. That's great, Karen. You got a nice pose there. That's good. So straighten your legs, lift the kneecaps. The only thing, Karen, I would say, watch to not hyperextend your knees. So yes, bring the top of the shin bone forward. Another way to fix that is to push more into the space between your big toe and your second toe. Right where we wear thongs, that little place, press down through there. And that will bring the head of your shin bone forward. Very good. Headstanders, press into your forearms, press into your wrists, and then maintain that sense of the outer hips drawing in and lift the legs up. You're almost there, Natalie. That's it. Just keep practicing that. Almost like float up. Just don't even worry about coming up. Just make it a dance like that. Just make it like a dance in the air. But touch the wall with your top heel. That's what's missing. Touch the wall. Your dog is excited too. That's the way. Yes, make it like that. And then just rest. Don't overdo. Nice, David. Very good. David, you could take your heels a little bit wider than the toes. Those of you in headstand, outer hips in, make your legs straight. Poker, stiff, straight. Okay, and then headstanders, keeping your shoulders lifting. Start to prepare to come down and then lightly come down. Those of you with your head down, lift up your head, walk your hands forward, shuffle your feet closer together. That's it. And then come up, hands to the hips with your legs straight, and then everybody rests again in child's pose. Okay, and then come on up and get the bricks that you had at the beginning, or whatever you were sitting on at the beginning of class. So I was sitting on one brick and then I had the other brick behind me. And the legs are forward. So you're in Dandasana. So you can bring your fingertips down, just press the fronts of the thighs into the backs of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. You got it. Now, this left leg, bring your left leg under your right leg. The left leg comes, excuse me, that's wrong. Bring your right leg under your left leg, because I want to mirror you. That's it. Bring the right leg under the left leg, this way. That's it. So the right leg comes under the left leg, and then your left ankle comes into the arch of your right foot. So if you're newer to this, make sure I'll show you from the side. The left ankle comes into the arch of the foot. And this brick is just under my right hip. It's not under my left hip. There's nothing under my left hip. Okay, so get that together. Your left toes are going straight backwards, and your right toes are going towards the left. And there's nothing under your left hip. It's free and clear. There's nothing, it's an empty space. The block is just under your right sitting bone. That's it. Now make sure that your other brick is behind you. Raise your arms upwards and draw this right hip down. Draw that right hip down, draw it down, draw it down. Keep it down. As you turn your abdomen, turn your ribs, then turn, and bring your left hand onto the right thigh, and bring your right hand behind you. And move that brick. Remember that back, move it all the way back. All the way back. That's it. And you're really turning towards whatever is behind you. Now you have to keep releasing the right hip down. Draw your abdomen back. Lift your chest upwards. Spread your elbows. Lift your collarbones. And just like we were doing in those standing twists, move your shoulder blades down. Lift your back ribs up. And then move the back ribs in. Lift your chin up. Turn all the way around. And then come back to the center. Very good. Stretch out your legs. Now we will bring the left leg under the right leg. And then you put your right ankle in the arch of your foot. So again, from this side, it looks this way. And there's nothing under now my right hip. The block is just under my left sitting bone. My right toes are going straight backwards. My left toes are going straight to the right. There's nothing under my right hip. The knees are as close together as you can get them. They may not be all the way, but try not to have them wide apart. The inner thighs are pretty close together. Move this right hip down. That's it, and then raise the arms up. Keep the right hip down, draw the waist back, turn towards the left, bring your right hand down onto the outer thigh, bring your left hand onto the brick, and move the brick as far as you can to the right. Keep the right hip down, draw the abdomen back, lift through the sides of your trunk, roll your shoulders back, bend the elbows out to the sides, and turn. Turn your abdomen, turn your ribs, lift your chin, turn more. Right hip is down. Draw the waist back. And release. Very good. Now stretch out your legs. But some of you will need to have a belt that's handy. And if you want to, you can make a small loop in the belt. Otherwise, you can skip that. Okay? Some of you won't need the belt. So stretch your legs outwards. This pose is called Bhadravadrasana. It's the sage twist, so it brings us wisdom. It's a lot of the twists are named after sages, so hopefully they're bringing you wisdom. Okay, so bring your right leg under your left leg. Bring your left ankle into the arch of your right foot. So the left toes are going straight backwards, the right toes are going straight out towards the left. The brick is just under your right hip. The left hip is down. The knees aren't too far apart. Yes. Make sure to have some height. You see, if I don't have any height, look how I'm like this. And this side of my trunk suffers. So the reason to put some height under there is to get both sides of your spine to be even. We all drop this side when we turn to the right side. Now, watch. So now, some of you are going to be doing the next phase. So I bring this arm, just like we did earlier in the class, into Gomukhasana. I bring this arm around, and I hold the top of my arm. Can you see that? I'm holding on to the top of my arm, my left arm with my right hand. And then I swing this hand around. I swing it around, and I'm turning. with this left hip moving down, I'm lifting my chest. Now, if you can't reach, you have a couple of options. One is you can just bring your hand here. If you can't reach, you can bring your hand here. Otherwise, you can also put a belt on your arm and you can hold onto a belt and then you will be able to get across. And I prefer that one because it gives you a more fuller experience of the pose. So get ready. So bring your right leg under you, left leg over. Make sure this left hip is down. Now bring your right arm out to the side. Turn your palm backwards and hold on to the top of the arm. If you can't reach, use a belt. If you can't even reach the arm, use a belt. And the belt is above your elbow towards your shoulder. That's it. Now, bring this arm, this left arm, kind of like some kind of lever. Bring your abdomen back and then move the lever to the left. Inhale and then bring it to the right. And if you need to, do that a second time. If you can't reach, either bring your hand here to the left inner thigh or again, use a belt. So move the left hip down, draw the abdomen back, lift your chest, roll the right shoulder back and pull on your left arm to go further around. Pull on your arm to go further around. That's it. And push your right arm into your back ribs. Lift your chin. Keep the left hip down and turn. Pull on the outer left knee. Pull with your right hand, with your left hand rather. Pull on that outer right knee and turn. Draw the abdomen back and release. Very good. So that's the full version of Bhadravadrasana 1. There's Bhadravadrasana 2, which we won't be doing today. Some of you are thankful for that. Stretch your left legs, stretch your legs forward, and then bring the right leg under. Always remember, if this class feels too much for you, there's that level 1 class. That's why I'm making Fridays free Fridays. So please tell your friends. They can always come to that 3:30 class if they're new or they want to experience Iyengar yoga, okay? And I don't ask them to do everything I ask you guys to do. So make sure that your right toes are going straight backwards, your left toes are going straight out to the right side, and this right hip is down. The brick or the blankets, whatever you're using, is just right under the left sitting bone. There's nothing under my right sitting bone. Have your belt handy, those of you needing a belt, and then bring your left arm out to the side. Turn your left palm backwards and then bring your arm back and hold on to the top of this arm, above your elbow joint towards the shoulder. And then make this arm like a lever. If you can't reach your arm, use a belt. Turn and inhale and then exhale, bring it over. And maybe do that a second time or maybe even a third time. But then study how the right hip comes up. Don't let the right hip come up. But if you can't reach, bring your right hand to the inner right thigh. That's fine as well. Okay, now turn your abdomen, turn your ribs, keeping the right hip down, and with your left hand, pull on your right arm. So go further around, roll that left shoulder all the way back, and move your shoulder blades into your back ribs. Lift your chin, and with your right hand, pull around. So you're turning all the way around towards whatever is behind you, and then release. Very good. Stretch out your legs. Stretch your legs in front of you. And then some of you might want to add some more height for the next pose. I'm going to. So I'm going to love myself enough to give myself more height for the next pose. So you might want to have a blanket handy. So I'm using a brick now, and I'm putting a blanket on top of the brick. If your back tends to fall backwards, you can sit up on a bolster. You can sit up on a bolster and a blanket. Go higher if you have a tendency for your lower back to fall backwards. Just sit a little bit higher. So much of this practice is learning our limits so that we can go beyond them, right? You're never going to get anywhere if you're unclear about where you are in the poses. So sit in Dandasana, bring the brick behind you. So you're sitting on one brick. And then we're going to twist towards the right side. So bring your fingertips under the back of the right knee. Bring the knee up. And your heel, your right heel, comes really close to your right sitting bone. And your right foot, look how my right foot, it turns in a little bit. You see how that right foot is turning in? And then bring your left leg out to the side. Bring your left leg out. So decentralize this leg. Here's your abdomen, here's your thigh, right? So now we're going to do like what we did before. Bring your right hand here. Move your right knee this way so that your right hip goes out to the sides. Lift up your left arm. Start your turn from way down. Start your turn and then exhale. Hook and lean forward. Get your outer left armpit all the way on that outer right knee. all the way. You have to come further forward. And then your arm remains like that lever shape. That's it. And then bring your left hand back to the brick behind you. You can even move the brick higher. That's what I do. I move the brick higher. And now turn. Press your left leg down. Push your left arm into your outer right leg. And then push your right knee back into the arm. Turn your abdomen from the left side to the right side. Roll your right shoulder way back. Lift your chin and get those back ribs to come in. Push them in and release. Very good. Okay, now bring your left leg back. Stretch your right leg out. Bring your fingertips under the back of the left knee and then come up. And then again, notice how I'm bringing my heel really close to the left sitting bone and I'm turning my left foot slightly in. And then I'm decentralizing the right leg. Interlace your fingers here on the front of your shin. Pull the shin skin upwards. Roll your shoulders back. Lift your chest. That's it. Now, lift up your right arm. Focus on turning your abdomen from the right side to the left side. You can lean your left hip out to the side a little bit. Bring this left knee in. Inhale, and now exhale, hook. And get that outer arm all the way on the outside of the knee. Lean back a little bit to get your abdomen to go over that thigh. That's it. And then your left arm, your right arm becomes like that lever. And then whip your left arm back behind you. And you can make the brick higher if you need to. Make the brick higher. That's it. Good. So once you're there, press your right leg down, lift your chest upwards, turn your abdomen, and push the knee into your right arm and your arm into the knee. Lift your chin and move your back ribs in and release. Very good. Bring your right leg back to the center. Stretch your left leg out. So we'll do that again. But one thing I want to show, I'll give you another variation. This is another variation you can use. If you can't get your arm across, you can just have your hand here. Just have your hand here and work this with your hand holding. Because now we're not going to decentralize this leg. But if it's a super challenging pose for you, do this again. Decentralize the leg. That makes it easier. Okay? So let's bend the right knee. Bring your fingertips under the back of the right knee. Bring your right heel close to your right sitting bone. Turn your right foot in. Those of you who need to make it easier, decentralize the left leg. Those of you who can, keep your left leg in Dandasana. Keep your left leg in Dandasana. That's it. Interlace the fingers on the front of the shin. Lift up. Roll the shoulders back. That's it. Remember, some of you can just hold onto the knee. That's an easier version. Others of you, lift up your left arm. Lift it up. That's it. Push the right knee in. Turn your abdomen. Turn your abdomen from the left to the right and then hook. And spend some time here. Once you're there, you have to push your upper left arm into the knee and push the knee into the arm and then bring the right hand way back behind you, way back behind your left buttocks and then turn. And turn all the way around towards whatever's behind you. Turn, lift your chin, move your back ribs in. Use your breath. Inhale, lift. And turn. Get those back ribs more in, Natalie C., like upward dog. Lift your chin up. Move the back ribs into the front ribs. Find a backward bend in the pose. Nice. And now release. Those are coming well. Very good. Okay, now stretch out that leg that was bent. And bring the other leg back in. If you brought it out, bring your fingertips under the back of the left knee. Bring it in. So bring your left heel close to the sitting bone and turn your left foot in. Those of you that need to, bring the right leg out to the side. And remember, you don't have to wrap the arm around. You can just hold on to the knee. You can even wrap the arm around. You can feel what you can do. Okay, otherwise, with your left hand, hold on to that left knee. Push it inwards. Lift up your right arm. Start your turn of your abdomen. Inhale. And now bring this leg back to the center if you can. Those of you that can do that. And then hook. And then once you're there, don't settle for what you get. Keep turning your abdomen, turning your ribs, and then get that right arm all the way down, and then bring your left hand way back behind you. Bring your left hand all the way back behind your right buttocks. All the way back. All the way back. Your right fingernails are backwards. Good. Now push the arm into the leg, and the leg into the arm. Turn your abdomen. Lift your chin upwards. Think that you're doing a back. There you go. That's it. And move the back ribs in. Turn the abdomen around. Throw your head back. Nice, you guys. These are coming well. And now release. Super good. Stretch out the left leg and just recover your breath. Again, the twists take away our breath. So once you've recovered your breath, move the fronts of the thighs into the backs of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Okay, and then lie down on your back. Get ready for Chatush Padasana. So you'll come down and you'll have your bricks under your hips this way. So lie down on your back. Have your bricks reachable so that there's some place where you can reach for them. Also, have whatever you're going to do later on for Shavasana reachable so you don't have to grab too much stuff, okay? So once you're on your back, lie down and then lengthen your buttocks flesh towards the feet. Press your elbows down, lift your chest, and make sure there's nothing under the head and the back of the neck is long. Check to see that your feet are as wide as your shoulders. Take your heels wider than your toes. For the first round, hold on to the outer edges of your sticky mat. Now turn your inner arms to the outer arms so your outer shoulders go back, and then lift your hips upwards. Lift your hips up. Press your arms down and lift your shoulder blades into the back ribs. So use that feeling that we just got in the twistings, right? We were pressing the shoulder blades into the back ribs. Lift up your heels, come higher up, lift up your heels, that's the way. Lift your hips higher, climb up onto the top of the shoulders. Make your breastbone stick straight upwards. Now bring the heels down and release. Very good. Now some of you will continue to do that, holding onto the sides of the sticky mat. That's easier. Otherwise, turn your palms upwards so that the back of your hands are on the mat. Keep your hands stationary, but walk your heels on top of your fingertips. Walk your heels on top of the fingertips. Yes, if you have any knee issues, it's probably better to keep holding on to the sides of the sticky mat. Very good. Now turn your inner arms to the outer arms. Lift your hips up. Lift your hips up. That's it. Press your arms down. Bring your shoulder blades into the back ribs. Climb, walk up onto the top of the shoulders. Make your arms flat. Lift your hips up. Lift your heels. Lift your heels off of your hands, but keep pressing the arms down. Middle buttocks upwards. Now bring the heels down. That's it. And then bring the hips down. Nice. Lengthen the buttocks flesh. We'll do that one more time. Some of you can hold on to your ankles. Some of you can hold on to the ankles. Okay? So you bring your fingertips around to the fronts of the ankles. If that's no good, hold fingertips under the heels. Have humility. If you can't reach for it, just hold fingertips under the heels or holding on to the outer edges of the sticky mat. Those are the choices. So grab hold of the mat, bring the fingertips under the heels, or hold the ankles and lift your hips up. Lift your hips up. That's it. If you don't get much lift holding the ankles, it's better to bring your fingertips under the heels or hold on to the sides of the sticky mat. That's going to give you more of a lift. That's it. Lift your heels upwards. Lift your heels upwards. Lift your tailbone upwards. Climb up onto the top of the shoulders. That's it. And then bring the heels down and come down. Good. Now, those of you who practice upward facing bow pose, if you know that pose and you'd like to do one or two of those, do that on your own. Now, otherwise, get ready and put some bricks under your hips. If you don't know what I'm saying, then it's not for you. Otherwise, put some bricks under your hips. This way. One or two bricks under your tailbone and your sacrum. Those of you doing the upward facing bow pose, your hands come here and you're lifting up, straightening your arms. Okay? So just start with your knees bent and see if this feels okay for your lower back. See, if it doesn't feel okay, maybe just go down to one brick and have the one brick at the medium level. Okay? One or two of you can move the bricks to the higher level. You can see. Okay? And now, see, once you have your brick there, now if you have a foam brick, the higher level probably won't work unless you put two bricks right next to each other, two foam bricks, because the foam bricks are a little bit more unstable. Very good. Okay, now once you're there, those of you who've done Urdhva, you can come down now and put the bricks under. And now see if you can stretch out your legs. Stretch out your legs. And you can take your feet wider. Take your feet as wide as the sticky mat. Scrub your heels forward. Roll the outer thighs to the inner thighs. Nice. Roll your inner arms to the outer arms. Lift the chest. And then ask yourself, is it feeling too much for my back? See if you can lift your tailbone up. If it's too much, then just Work with either bent knees or lower your brick. Lower your brick to a new level. Yes. Good. And then once you have your brick at the level that's best for you, lift your arms up over your head with your palms upwards and stretch your heels away from your hands, away from your fingernails. If there's no room, just hold your elbows from the get-go. So your legs are forward. Even if the knees are bent, you can still lift the arms up over the head. That's fine. Roll the outer thighs to the inner thighs. Get that length to come. Beautiful. And then bring your arms back alongside your body. Turn your palms upwards. And then some of you can just bring your legs hip distance apart. Otherwise, keep your legs wide. That's completely fine. That's it. So press the fronts of the thighs into the backs of the thighs. Turn the inner arms to the outer arms. Relax the jaw. If you wear glasses, of course, take them off. So this is Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Good. Now bend your knees and take your bricks out from under you. That's it. And then let the hips come down. Lengthen your buttocks flesh. So the right buttocks moves to the right. The left buttocks moves to the left. Bring your feet together. Keep your knees bent. Bring your feet together. Let your knees go out to the sides. That's it. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let your inner groins release. So after those twistings, sometimes when we twist, we start to tighten the inner groins. That happens for all of us. So let your inner groins irrigate. Press your heels into each other. Spread the inner thighs apart. Let your lower back lengthen and let your abdomen become soft. Okay, and now get ready for Shavasana. You can put some props behind your thighs if you'd like to. You can put props over your thighs. You can put something under your head, a folded blanket. Make sure it's just under your head and your neck, not under the shoulders. And then take a couple moments, take your legs wide again, a little bit, almost as wide as the sticky mat. Take your arms a little bit wider than your ribs so that your underarms can irrigate. Turn your palms upwards. The legs are extended and start to lengthen the back of the neck. And then loosen your legs. Let loose your legs completely. Let loose your arms. Relax the back of the knees and the inner elbows. Let your feet fall open and let your fingers curl in towards the palms of your hands. Feel as if there's weight on your thighs, even if there isn't, and there's weight on your upper arms. Weight on the thighs, weight on the upper arms. And now make your belly soft. After all of that twisting, let your body detoxify. The twists are detoxifying. They're cleansing in nature. They're also really good for the vertebrae of the back, the spinal column. Once you've relaxed your arms and your legs and your abdomen, relax your jaw, relax your tongue and your throat. Recede your eyes. Relax deep inside your ears. And soften all of the skin on the face. The skin of the cheekbones, the skin of the temples, the skin in between the eyebrows, the skin of your forehead. Relax the skin of the scalp. Relax your whole body. And release yourself from any stress that's built up this week, any tension. Let loose everywhere, your bones, your joints, your muscles, your skin. Let go of all turnings, all vrittis. Let go of all instructions. Let go. Now bring your hands to your body and deepen your breath. Bend your knees, roll to your side. And then slowly come up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart center. Remember the quote for today, which was, "The ocean is the self, the waves are the thoughts, the self is silent, the thoughts make noise." So witness your thoughts, witness your vrittis, become less and less involved in them. Lift your chest upwards, bow your head downwards. Honor yourself, support yourself, love yourself, encourage yourself. Namaste. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so, so much for coming. Please remember, if you have any questions about anything we did, just text me, email me, call me, whatever you want to do. I'm here to help you move forward in your practice. Have a beautiful Friday.